Well, the first thing is you want to look at making sure you can secure your intellectual property. You don't want the theft of intellectual property because these devices are typically outside of the walls of a company of some sort, and so making sure that your intellectual property is secure is extremely important. You also want to make sure that nobody can take over control of these IoT deployed devices and have them create rogue behavior or become part of a botnet. You also don't want people to access the data, copy data, or particular exfiltrate data from your particular IoT device or the overall IoT device ecosystem. And more importantly, you don't want people to influence the data. For example, if you have a deployed sensor array network that maybe monitor a whole bunch of sensors across, let's say, a plant of something like that, you don't want that manufacturing plant to report elevated temperatures because they may have to shut down the plant or something like that. So you don't want people to influence the data if at all possible. So with that being said, you also need to look at the IoT lifecycle and how attacks can happen across the overall lifecycle of a device. Over on the one side, the device is born, and on the other side, the device is after it's had its after it's come to its end of life, it's decommissioned. But in between there, you have its initial commissioning, its provisioning, maintenance and depot, how you're going to repair and upgrade the device, and so on and so forth. And so you need to understand how does security come into all of these particular areas of the life cycle of an IoT device.